Hello, Successful Writers VIP Club. I'm really delighted about this one, and this one is something quite close to my heart, and if I'm honest, something that I feel I'm pretty good at. I've learned a hell of a lot over the last sort of like 14, 16 months growing my group, and this is about Facebook groups. How to build a profitable, engaged community without spending a dime. You'll get, if you search for it on YouTube on here, if you get search for it on Pinterest, on Google, you'll get people going, right, you need to spend money, you need to do Facebook ads, you need to do this. You don't. And I've seen some really successful people, authors, that have tried this way and have just not worked. I want to show you another way. I have around about 3,000 people in my group, which I'm delighted with, very, very engaged. And I went from 0 to 2,300, no, about 8 to be fair, to 2,300 in the space of like 5-6 months, if I'm honest. But I slowed right down because I realised that actually me spending that time just obsessing about growing it and about the figures wasn't actually helping the people that are in it. You can build a small community of people really highly engaged and make profit from it, and again growing your audience, which is what the key thing that you need to do in your author career. A few things I want to talk about before we actually go into this. It is going to be challenging. I can't lie to you. There are going to be times where you're thinking, why am I doing this? There's going to be times where you're going to feel exhausted. There's going to be times where you're going to be thinking like mad, how am I going to write a post? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? What's going on? Why is nobody responding to a single thing that I am doing? Yes, it is going to be tough. But I've got a few things that I can talk you through now. I'm not going to give you loads of information because, again, this subject is huge. This is absolutely massive. I'm going to give you a few things to set you up. Now, if you haven't gone through the document, there's a few bits and pieces in there already to help you how to grow, how to build your Facebook group. Then please go back and have a look at that. I'll put the link in here too so you can go back and have a look on that document. But we're going to start off with, you've got your group there. You start inviting people in there. First thing is you have your business page temporarily. I would recommend probably about 2 weeks, and then if you've got anybody that's liked your business page, you can invite them into your group and start doing that. Again, you'll start to grow your group off straight off the bat. Do not have your business page in there for longer than a couple of weeks, if I'm honest. Take them out, because if you keep them in there, then you'll find that Facebook will reduce your reach by over 90%, so it becomes a bit more difficult. Now, your long-term aim is to build a highly engaged group of people that are part of the genre that you want, because if you do that, Facebook will see that it's actually highly engaged, and this is what Facebook want, people in groups. They will start advertising your group to people it believes will be interested in your group, which I think is phenomenal. Your aim is to hit between 500 and 750 people. If you get that, you'll start to get that sort of organic reach, and you'll start to get people starting to go into your group. I hit a point where I was getting about 10 people in a day, which is absolutely phenomenal. But I know the bigger the group is, the more people will be applying to get in there. So, engagement. I firstly would say that you need to set up a video, or if you're not comfortable with that, I would recommend a really good welcome email that is one of your attachments to get people in there too. I would think about doing competitions or thank yous to people that are highly engaged in your group. Again, just noting them. There is going to be, and I'm going to do the link to this as well, a super post. There's 10 super posts that I recommend that you use. Again, you need to note these, you need to file these away. Now, what you're trying to do is to post regularly. I recommend posting 4 times a day, and the ones that are successful and do well, I would start using Dropbox and just dropping the posts in there so you know what they're done. For me, I would spend some time using Canva. Again, this is going to take a bit of time, but it's just making it a little bit more professional, a little bit more polished. Use Canva and then do the post. Now, next time when you bring it out again, it could be a couple of months. Have a look at, perhaps maybe need to change a question, maybe need to change a picture. See what you can do. This is about engaging. Now, a few things that you need to know as well. in comparison to emails, you're looking around about 12.5% engagement from your group because of how Facebook works. Now, if you've got people and if you're in there and you're going to engage with the people, then Facebook will show your posts to people that you're engaged with. So it's absolutely paramount that you are spending that time engaging with your readers. If you're not engaging with your audience, then they will not be shown by Facebook, because that's how the algorithms work. Please be careful of certain things that you do as well. I've had instances and frustrations as well where someone's just mentioned the word sex in their book to let people know what it's about when they've been advertising it, and Facebook have pulled it. Nothing to do with me, Facebook have done it. So please be careful. I think it was quite weird and a little bit frustrating, but that's what Facebook have done. I have no control over that, and nor can you. When you're setting up the engagement, maybe put some questions on there, so when they apply to ask, put a few things in there. It's an opportunity there for you to put your email, asking for their email list. Again, when you do the description in the group, you've got an opportunity to say, would you like my free book? Download this. So you've got, again, you can bring them straight into your world. So straight away, you're doing a lot of organic work for free. There are some really exciting things you can do. You can reach out to people as well. All of this is on your personal profile. So reach out to people. Would you like to join my group? Start to grow it that way. I did really, really well by doing that. Just asking people, inviting people in, give them time. So if you're asking to join, if they, their friend requested you and they've joined you, then you can do that. Just give them 7 days to get to know you, and then start doing it once a month. Offer them the opportunity as well to join your group. Tell them what's going on there. Make it exciting, and just grow it and just take that time to understand that this isn't going to be a get rich quick scheme. This isn't going to be bang, everything's going to be done. This is simple, this is easy. It's going to take you time and effort, but have faith that it will work out. I've been really proud of what I've done over the last 14, 16 months. 3,000 is awesome, and the gate 2,900 almost. I'm delighted with the level it's got to, and you can do that too. You can do even better if you want to, but it's about taking that time to grow your group, to engage with the people. A few little tips as well. Ask them to, if there's anybody that would be interested in your group. It's another great way of doing it. But the most important thing is building a engaged community, because Facebook, once you hit that golden number of 500, 750, mine's around about 750 when I started finding people joining. Keep going with it. That's it. I don't want to give you too much information on this. I could go on and on and on, but I wanted to give you a bit of a start into what this is, so you can get things moving. Again, if it's something that you feel, actually, I'm going to leave this, I've not got the time to invest in it, that's cool, it's not a problem. I'm going to be talking the last one, which will be coming up in the next week, and this will be talking about Amazon marketing and the basics, and a few things that I've learned, and some of the things that people, really well-known authors, are sort of peddling. And I think that we need to be really, really careful, and you need to be careful too. Again, all of the stuff that I talk about is about long-term gains. Don't think about the short term and just get a fast sale and that's it. Think about the long-term benefit of what you're doing. So what you're doing, you could be looking at 2 months later, you'll start to see the benefit of it. What you could be doing could be 6 months in the future, but keep engaging those people, getting understanding what they love. And again, you're getting information from them, and that's absolutely priceless. What they're looking for, what they want, what they don't want, what covers they like, what characters they don't like. There's loads of stuff you can be talking about, and loads of stuff you can ask them. Again, a really great way of engaging. The last thing before I forget, polls. Polls are brilliant. I used to fire loads of polls in there, asking them how they're getting on, asking what help they need, asking them what they love about your books. There is so much there that you can do. So, just to recap, number 1, if you haven't clicked the document, then I really recommend you do so. Number 2, the super post will be in here too, so there's another bit of information. Number 3, just take time. Understand that this is not going to be done straight away, and just go for it. If it isn't perfect, so what? I'm not perfect. What I do, I make massive mistakes. But I keep going with it. I keep learning and I keep adapting. Thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm really looking forward to the final one, which will be about Amazon marketing, some hints and tips I've got on there, and I'll speak to you in about 7 days.